I'm Barclays football ambassador Chelsea Grimes, and this is Beyond the Ball, a socially distanced interview where I'll be talking to some of the biggest names in English football. Today, I'm joined by Sheffield United manager Chris Wilder. Hello, Chris. How are you doing?
Morning, Chelsea. How are you?
I'm not bad. How's quarantine life treating you?
Yeah, it's been treating us fine. All the family are healthy, so touch wood.
I've been speaking to some people and they've been taking the dog out for a walk a bit more or putting the bins out a bit more. Have you been, learning any languages?
No, I know that language, by the way, because me old man's from Liverpool, so I recognise that. I recognise that language. Tidying this room for this interview. That's been quite a job. Recently moved out, so I've got plenty on. Trying to keep fit. I think people in Sheffield will think that I've done a little bit of weight, which I'm quite happy about that. So trying to look after myself physically and mentally, and really just dialing into the staff and the players and keeping them up to date with what's going off.
Yeah, you just spoke about your family then. Just obviously everyone's healthy. Are they loving having you home? Obviously, the life of a footballer. No.
No. They've had it all their own way for quite a long time. So for me coming in and disturbing everybody and making a mess of everywhere has been, I think, pretty difficult for them to handle. So I've tried to keep a little bit of low profile, but no, they're good as gold. And yeah, I've enjoyed spending time with the family. And but as you can imagine, being in professional football since I was 16 and 52 now, used to go to work every day. Obviously, summer break that we all have, and pre-season, but really strange times for myself personally. And I imagine everybody involved in the game has been in it as maybe long as I have, or even longer.
Well, we're talking about the season. What a season you have had. Jamie Carragher actually said, Sheffield United's story is the success of the season, really. How did it feel, to get promoted back to the Premier League? And can you talk us a bit about that?
Oh, it's been an incredible journey for the last 3 years. It was a difficult time in League One for the football club, being there for 6 years, but we managed to get out of that division in the way we did was fabulous, and energised the football club, and put a smile on the face of a lot of people. As you all know, the influence and the impact that winning games of football does have on football clubs and people support them, and even cities, is absolutely huge and not to be underestimated. So it's been a great journey, a season in the Championship, and then getting out on the second time of asking, and then getting that fixture list through, and then thinking, oh dear, what have we done? We've got Liverpool and Man City away in January, and we've got Chelsea away after the second game, and every club in the Premier League is it's a great experience, a great event, and one we're relishing and enjoying. And as always, results dictate how you are, and we've had some fabulous performances and some brilliant results so far.
Well, it is safe to say that this season has gone very, very well for you guys. What was the expectation? And obviously, was it to even be up there with Champions League football potentially?
No way. No way. Staying in the division, you can't really say that when you first step into it. I think if you do plan for survival, then that's maybe where you're gonna hover around that sort of area. But I think everybody recognise, for a promoted side, especially how tough the Premier League is and how brilliant it is, to first of all to get to 40 points is a major achievement, and obviously we did that with 10 or 11 games to go. So it was a brilliant achievement. Everybody had us down to be amongst the bottom three. And you never know. We went into it with our eyes wide open and give it a go and be brave in our approach from a tactical point of view, and let the players off the leash and go and cause a bit of havoc.
Of course, it's not the first time you've been, seen promotion at the club. This week marks the 30 years since you secured promotion as a player in a 5-2 victory over Leicester. How does that compare?
Well, a special time, you know, as a player to be promoted with a football club that you love, and then to be promoted in charge of a football club is quite unique. So I'm proud of that story.
Obviously, when the news broke in March, what was that like for you and all the players? Like, did you give the boys a bit of time off, or was it like, okay, let's try and get a structure right now that's going to work throughout this lockdown?
Yeah, we quickly worked on a structure. I think there's just so much uncertainty that the boys you know, ultimate athletes. The physical aspect of being involved in the Premier League is huge. It's such a step up from the Championship, and the players have worked ever so hard pre-season to get themselves in great shape. Distances covered, high intensity runs that everybody talks about. Yeah, we quickly structured it, and obviously nobody knew when we were going back. So they all had plans. They were all designated a member of staff, so they were put into groups of 4 to get to the level that they've got to. Have had to put an enormous amount of work in, time and effort, and they were never going to just chuck it away because of what was happening in the world.
Yeah, so I've been talking to a few different managers, and they've been saying, you know, how they've kept tabs on the boys and tracking, you know, the fitness and stuff. What have you been doing different, like conditioning wise? Have you changed anything at all, or is it the same routine?
I don't want to speak to them, and they don't want to speak to me. So I've not done any of that. I've just talked to the coaches and really just put it on their toes. If these boys don't come back in good nick, then I'm after you. So I don't really want to talk to the boys. I've talked to a couple of them, but I think they'll have enjoyed the break from hearing my voice rattle around their heads for 7 or 8 months. So now we've kept tabs on them. From, you know, the sports science now obviously is so advanced. So, you know, looking at them and the numbers that they're producing, they want to get back to playing, and they've done that all their life, and I should imagine they're really missing it as well, regardless of, you know, the position that we're in. The professional footballers, and they want to go back to work, and that's what we all do when it's healthy to do so.
And I'm not sure how big you are on social media, but I know a lot of the players are. You know, is it a bit of a headache for managers? Do you wake up sometimes and think, oh, what have they posted today?
It's the biggest headache. It is the biggest headache. Oh no, they've all got their image to keep, and the brand and all stuff like that. So we've had a few issues, but they usually get ironed out, and obviously what they do in this time is help us communicate massively, and obviously from, you know, memories point of view, you know, pictures and videos and whatever we have had of this season and the last 3 years are there for everybody to see, which is great, and as I said, some very interesting ones as well.
Yeah, as fans of football, we love it. You know, it keeps us close to the players, closer than ever before.
Yeah.
But, okay, carrying on social media, it is time for a little game. It's the social media shootout. I've picked out some posts from players or managers' channels. I'll give you a clue, and you've got to guess who it is. Okay, Chris, question 1 is, which Leicester striker makes this white ball disappear while training in his garden?
I'm going James Maddison.
Let's have a look. Okay, it's actually Kelechi Iheanacho, so it wasn't Maddison. Okay, question 2. Which Liverpool star smashed out 165 mountain climbers in 45 seconds in the Living Room Cup Challenge set by Dina Asher-Smith?
I'm going James Milner.
Let's have a look. Wow, it's Millie. What a guy. Right, question 3. Which Man City player has been getting creative with the nets in his garden? Nets could be...
The goalkeeper. Bravo.
Oh, good guess. Let's have a look. 2 points. It is. It's Bravo. Well done.
On a roll.
Bravo. Okay, this one's for you, Chris. Which one of your blades has been showing his son how to smash top bins in the garden?
We got Billy Sharp. Billy Sharp. We got Billy Sharp.
Let's have a look. It is. It's Billy Shaw, his son. That's decent. He's a good little player. All right, last question. Which Newcastle United striker has been buying his kids rubbish presents?
I would say Jolinton.
Let's have a look. I haven't seen this. It was Andy Carroll. He bought his kids rubbish picker-uppers. Amazing. 3 out of 5. Are you happy?
I'll take that all day long. Few clues from you, which I'm very grateful for, and the Sheffield United question in there as well. So yeah, I'll take that 3 out of 5. I'm quite happy with that.
Okay, Chris, so we got some fans to write in and ask you some questions. So the first question is from United Blades. It says, if you could give one piece of advice to a younger manager in the lower leagues, what would that be?
Stick to your beliefs, be committed in what you feel is right, and that's 2, so I'm only allowed 1. Yeah, carrying on again. And along the way, you're going to suffer disappointment, and don't get too beat up about it. When you do suffer that disappointment, get yourself back on the bike and up and running again.
Love that. We've got 2 in from Alex Flory. He said, you've taken some of these Sheffield United players from League One through to the Premier League. How have you and them found the transition in playing styles through the leagues?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, different from League One now to playing against international players, world-class players, but I think my players have evolved as well, so they've upped their skill sets in every aspect of the game. They've needed to improve, going through every level and prove themselves, and to get into the Premier League is a brilliant achievement. To establish yourself in the Premier League now is the next test, the next hurdle that they need to get over, and who's to say that they can't get over that hurdle? They have everything that's been put in front of them. They smashed down, and they're a determined bunch, and hopefully the guys that have been involved with the journey will stay on the journey as well.
Amazing, Chris. My last question, is there anything that you would like to take forward, anything you've learned, the way we communicate maybe, or anything that you could maybe turn into a positive out of all this?
Well, obviously, yeah, you're right, and it's a sad period, but I think the way everybody's come together, adhered to government guidelines, stuck to what we needed to do. Obviously, social media has connected a lot of people through the communication aspect, and I do believe that. I think that as we all talked about, and we've talked about how much football means to us, and never take it for granted. What the game's all about, the principles of the game, the desire, the belief, the respect and honesty of what the game is all about. And I think that we will treat the game of football in a lot better way, and don't take it for granted when we all come back.
Oh, what a great answer, Chris. Thank you so much for talking to me. I've loved every second, mate. Thank you.
No problem, Chelsea. Nice to meet you, and good luck with everything as well.
Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Beyond the Ball. Keep your eyes on the Barclays football social feeds for more, and I'll see you later.